Alright, so this is going to be my final project for WRA 135, and I am going to talk a little bit about my writing process and how it's changed. So in high school, my writing process looks something like this. And there's only 4 steps, and they all directly relate to writing the paper itself. So it goes get assignment, work on it in class, work on it at home, and turn in my assignment. That was pretty much it. That's all we did in high school. So this year, throughout the semester, I realized that that's really not the most productive way to write. It's efficient to an extent in the sense that it gets the assignment done, but I successfully write with this process, which is 15 steps, and only 8 of them actually directly relate to writing my paper. So I go from looking at the assignment, and then I usually decide to do it later. I think about it a little bit as I open Facebook, Tumblr, YouTube, any other website I think is dire to my procrastination. I usually start thinking about it in a class that I can't focus in, such as ISS. And I write down quotes and ideas and anything else that I think I might use in my paper. Then I forget about it again for a little bit, look at the due date and panic, and then usually I take a walk down to the gas station listening to some music, and I get Monster and chocolate-covered pretzels because it turns out that's my perfect combination of study food. It just focuses me and gets me right into what I need to do. And also just the walk itself kind of gets my mind into a different area, different setting. And so then I go home and I start eating and drinking, and I start ferociously writing. And before I even do that, you can hear the music in the background. It's this is my rage playlist. It's very repetitive, angry music because I need something going on in the background, but I also am not going to get up and start dancing or singing along to this. So that's really important. But anyway, like I said, I start ferociously writing. Basically, I just have mind vomit for about 4 pages, and that's how I get most of my paper done. And then I reread it and doubt everything. And a lot of people have said, oh, I shouldn't do that, but that actually is something that really works for me, and it's something I do in every single assignment. Like even this video, I've probably recorded already 4 or 5 times and started over. So that's what I always do. And then after I decide that the entire paper sucks, I take a half-an-hour break because I'm frustrated and overwhelmed. Usually get online or play guitar or do something that's just kind of mind-numbing and relaxing. And then I go back to my paper and I reread it. Usually I decide that it's not that bad, and I finish it up, and I keep doing my revisions and finally turn it in. And then there's also the arrow goes off the page. I don't know if you can see it, but the arrow keeps going off the page because you're never completely done writing a paper, in my opinion. Like sometimes I still open up old papers and didn't like the way I worded something or just thought something could be better, and I revise just because the writing process is never officially over. There's nothing that says, all right, this is it, you're done. The most important thing I've probably learned in WRA 135 is not only to find a writing process that works for you, but to allow your writing process to change. I think it's really stunting to, or inhibiting to writing or any kind of art form, or for that matter, to try to stick to one kind of process and tell yourself that that's how it has to be. I think if you can find an easier, more comfortable way of doing something, then you should do that. And I'm sure that this writing process will change. I'm not sure if more steps will be added or if there will be steps taken away, but like I said, that's okay, and that's the way it should be. So, I've had a great semester, and that's it. Bye.